Sunday. Fun day. Fun day. This is going to be a fun day. I started a whole war. We're starting a revolution. Millie, I'm glad you're awake for this conversation. No, maybe not. I think you should step out the room. Anyways, what's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer and teacher and shaman, maybe. Seer, Oracle, Lightworker, Starseed, Earth Angel, Mystic, Medium. Where are those? Witch, Yogi, Guru, Evangelist, North American Sybil. I think I put them all up there. I am your messenger god, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated, your spiritual psychoanalyst, the goddess of the moon who helps you work through your... Yeah, I put them all up here. That was pretty cool. Okay. That helps you work through your mind and emotions, guiding you through the ascension. In order to keep up with me, you'll see what I posted on my community page, my latest live video, and my shorts. So my community page is lit right now. I woke up challenging the sexuality of men. Really? Yeah, I don't know. Don't let me think about something too hard. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to break this down, and you're not going to like it. But I have reason to believe that there's far more homosexual men in relationships with women than we are fully aware of. And it's just the simple fact that they're not aware of their actual sexual preferences. Shall I explain? Well, let's do. Let's start off with, what are some key factors that make me think that? Men with an obsession with butt stuff. Okay? That right there has mean you've gone past the excitement of vaginal intercourse and have now taken it to a dark place. Now, nothing good comes from that other than you satisfying your own dark pleasures. Do women initiate butt sex? Only those that have been trained to do so. Right? So you can learn to like the things you don't like. Or just black them out, I suppose. It's a blackout, a black hole. Anyways, this comes from men. They force this on. And I constantly question why women are eating their butts. Again, another male act. Very gay. Women that do that are in masculine energy or have been groomed to do such things to please another. There's nothing pleasing about this. You lose your power. You lose your femininity doing such manly acts. Yes? Yes. So they're forcing women into male roles, right? Now, let's go back to the abuse of pornography. Men love to watch porn. Yes? Can we all agree on that? All right. What are they watching? They're not watching lesbian porn. They're not watching women. They're not watching that. They're watching the action of the male appendage and what it does, the penetration to a woman. They become addicted to the image of a male appendage. That's part of it. Their favorite part of the video is the ejaculation of the man, not the woman. So therefore, they have a secret affinity to the male appendage. It's part of it. They search and search through catalogs to find the right penetrational moves, whether that be vaginal or some kind of other creepy way that they want to see a man use his dick on a woman. That would be those fetishes. In essence, if it was all about, you know, the visualization of women, we would not be talking about this. But the truth is, and that's why they're visual, they sit there from the top and watch the penetration go down. Us women don't have that visual. Ours is sensual. We feel it. You see it. So therefore, men who don't have feelings, all they have to do to have those feelings is to have the visuals. So, ergo, pornography and these girls that are putting their titties all over the internet, right? So then, it's the act. What do you do with that? You close your eyes or you put on a picture show on your fucking phone. There's the cards. Why are they in the dark ones? Made no sense. Well, we're in the dark. I had my light cards in the dark, and we are talking about the dark and the light. So, with that being said, requirement number 1 to be with me is you need to heal that. Heal your addiction to the visualizations of sexual acts. Otherwise, you can't be with a nun or a priestess. It's just typical. You wouldn't date a girl from church if you have a pornography problem. Realistically, yeah. You're trying to satisfy yourself through visualization. And it does just that. Now, the things that you're watching also makes me question, you know what I mean? You have an affinity to the male appendage more than us. Any man that watches porn has seen far more penis than any woman in her entire life. Because they go through threads and threads and threads of men. Not women. They'll tell you it's women, But it's not women on these things. They're watching what men do to women. You're gay, bro. You have gay tendencies that you put on women. And then there's this thing where women can't satisfy you because we were never your preference. You prefer men, but you don't want to deal with that, so you take it out on innocent, straight women. The women on my page, the fucking 15-16% are going wild right now. One, because they've been forced into this submission to do gay acts with you, and now they realize they've always questioned it. If I ever have to question if you're gay, you're gay. There's no reason to question your sexual activities, your attraction to other men. If it's obvious enough that the thought comes to mind, that means your actions are speaking louder than anything. How many of you are unaware that you might possibly be addicted to watching dick? You can say you're addicted to pussy, but what you're really not, what you're avoiding, the real truth is, you're addicted to watching dick go in pussy. You're not watching lesbian porn. You're not watching masturbation porn. You're watching men perform on women. And that is causing an imbalance in your sexuality. You're putting in mixed signals into your mind, and you are focused on the wrong things. To start with, you need to eliminate the sexual imagery that you are feeding yourself on a regular basis. You are purposely arousing yourself, and you have absolutely no self-discipline once you get turned on. You can't turn it off. And you go into, like this guy, you go to work and go rub one off, or you go take it off on someone, or you do something very inappropriate that if your children, your mother, or a priestess walked in, we would be very unpleased to see you in such a compromising position of the simple fact that it's the middle of the day and you're pleasing yourself with nobody there. This is not a love act. In essence, are you making love to yourself? Thank you very much. Why do I attract gay guys? Because they're the only type that are open to their feelings. Obviously. I'm very upset about this. I have reason to suspect another twin flame to be a whole fucking flamer that's unaware of his fucking gay, you know what I mean, response. That just denies it. Just denies the fact that he, in fact, is attracted to males. How is that going to work in a straight relationship? As long as you do gay acts with her, or you secretly, you know what I mean, you keep the porn going, you keep gay images, you keep men images going around you, you can keep fucking her as long as there's male images. And then it goes to the butt sex. Sodomy. It's in the Bible and all that. That wasn't what it was made for. That's you abusing a woman, or in essence, a fucking child, if you're a priest. The act of sex is an act of love. I love you. Let me fuck you in the butt. I really feel your love when you're in my ass. Okay, in essence, I don't know. I have no memories, but I'm sure I submitted to doing some sick-ass shit just at the pleasure of my man. Can I try this? If I say no, then you're going to find someone else? Go fuck some other bitch in the ass. Let her demean herself. Let her let you rape her fucking body for your own pleasure, to blow your babies into her backside, because you don't want the responsibility of a real baby being born. This has nothing to do with you gay people that are openly gay that enjoy sex in the butt. You have one limiting way to have self-pleasure. I am talking about straight men pretending straight men that don't actually enjoy vagina, that are taking it out on women. Men enjoy this. Women don't. And any woman that's conformed to it has been groomed to like it. It's not made for that. So then you have to do all kinds of work to make it even comfortable. That's grooming, bro. That's grooming. It's not natural. It's rape. If you went to stick your fucking dick in a butt without that person doing all kinds of preparation for it, you're going to hurt them. You're going to rip them up and they're going to bleed. I am so sorry to have such a rough and tough conversation with you guys, but you're sick. You have to heal this instead of taking it out on women and other people. There are people that enjoy such acts. They really do, and they're just like you, but you're not like us, and that's okay. Find love and pleasure where people find it. Don't force your way of love and pleasure on somebody that it's not pleasurable and say that it is in the name of love. Me not letting you have sex with my butt doesn't mean I don't love you. And you always wanting to do that and sneaking behind me to fantasize about it means that I'm not satisfying to your needs. Find someone else. You will not do this to me for your pleasure. You're not going to convince me that I'm going to like this. You like this, and you're putting your likes on me. The only people that like that are other men or women that have been trained, loosened, very loosened. It's not made for that. So yeah, I sat there with a really harsh conversation this morning. It's like, they're gay, bro. They have all the tendencies. They watch dick how many days a week on TV? They are literally fantasizing about butt sex all the time. Those are gay tendencies, guys. Now, if you aren't gay, you just have these tendencies, then you need to tend to yourself and figure out how far this goes, and if you have the self-discipline to repattern your mind to not be attracted to such things. But if this is a true attraction and you really enjoy this and this is something you like me and my weed, I'm going to smoke weed no matter what you say, then you need to be honest about it and stop forcing those behaviors onto women that don't want to be part of it, that can't say no. You go to an open community that likes butt sex. You don't push butt sex on somebody that doesn't have butt sex. Do you understand? You don't ask your new girlfriend to do something that she didn't offer. She didn't offer you her ass. She offered you her heart. You're trying to fucking take it all. For your pleasure. That's not for her pleasure, bro. That's for you. You want to demoralize a woman. Now, if it was gay on gay, that's not demoralizing. That's showing them your love. That's pleasure to them. They enjoy that. They want that. They want that kind of feel. Women do not. We'll do it in the name of love. We'll do it in the name of submission. We'll do it out of guilt. We'll do it out of coercion. We'll do it. But it's not something we want to do. That's your wants putting on us. And I want to go back to that. When it comes to the bedroom, there's always these men that want to, try something. I'm not here to experiment on. If I'm not good enough, get the fuck off me. This isn't good for you. This isn't it. You want more? You want some fucking image you watched on TV? You want some XXX porn that you fucking downloaded and you want me to be that person? Those are sick people. I don't have to do that. If I feel it and I get all dirty and I typically am that type of person, that's fine. But you're not going to tell me to do things that you saw on TV. You're not going to turn me into something I'm not for your own pleasure. If you don't experience pleasure in the room with me and you're constantly trying to train me to be something you saw on TV, I'm going to kick you in your fucking balls to start off with. Try to get me to do something that some other bitch did for you. I'm not them. Go back to them. You're not grooming me to be something that you already had, never had, always wanted, or maybe saw. If I'm not what you want, bro, there's the door. I am not here to pay sexually for your pleasure. And that is a very healed CSA fucking, survivor on the other side saying, no, I'm going back out there, but we're not doing this ever again. No way. We are putting boundaries on this shit, bitches. Us bitches are standing on business. You want to do that type of animalistic shit, then go in the woods with the guys. You're not doing that. You're not defiling us women where we sit there feeling used and abused and fucking shameful about what this man just did to our bodies. While he's over there with a happy smile, searching his internet, liking every other bitch. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. So if you have an addiction to pornography, I can't fuck with you. I won't fuck with you. If you have a thing for butt sex, I won't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. If you have an unbelievable amount of following of young women and there's no reason, you have no ties, you're just following women, I don't fuck with you. I'm not fucking with a man that is taking out his life sexually all over the internet and everywhere else, hidden in every dark sock. You are foul human beings, bro, that have no self-control. And because of that, you have no creativity because you're just blowing it and bitches' buttholes while you got your feet up in the air asking her to lick yours. You're gay. Find a man to do that. Don't ask us goddesses to be boys. Now, going back to the 17th century, I was the woman that created that beautiful chair that was missing the bottom piece so that a man could sit there and please her while her other man was out at work. I believe in ladiness. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it ladylike. You're not asking us to be ladies. You want a whole man. Reprogram your brain or go find a man. To all of those that are conflicted by your pornography, you know it's the fucking truth. And you are so seen right now. And if your women heard this, you would be moved out for your gay tendencies. You are addicted to the fucking male appendage. You have seen more dick than we will ever see in our entire lives. You wait for them to ejaculate. You are gay. Melia, do you agree? Even the fucking pansexual dude, and she'll get me when I talk about this. The pansexual didn't say shit on this. She would have argued me, and that's why I waited. She'll get me if I'm wrong, if I overcross, if I say the wrong thing, if I offend any person, place, or thing of the LGBTQ, she will get me. No, I'm standing up for it. You need to acknowledge the real truth that women aren't pleasing to you. And stop making us try so hard.
There's women who pretend to be lesbians, just have sex with women and put it on the internet because men like watching other women.
That's what it. I can understand a man watching two women because then he's just watching women. He's enjoying women, but he's not. He's watching men. They watch like all kinds of men. You know what I mean? It's all about the penetration, which means it's the visual of a dick. Another man's dick is what they're watching more than anything. And then they're waiting for the ejaculation of this man's dick. They're waiting for that visual. They want to see it come out. That is exactly, excuse me, Amelia, but that's exactly why I, myself, love blowjobs. For that moment. That moment is absolutely satisfying to me to see. That's what I like sexually. But you turn it around, and that's exactly what all these men are waiting for too. They want to see exactly what turns me on, which means it turns them on too, which means you're gay, bro. You're gay, bro. You get turned on by the ejaculation of another man. Not a woman. You don't sit there and watch her come and just ready to blow your load. You gotta wait till you see. That's what it is, bro. You're gay. You got us all fucked up, bro. Diddy's gonna be out in 4 years and throw one hell of a party for peoples like you. But don't you dare do this to us anymore. Don't you dare try to expect us to fucking get you that excited when you know we don't do that. And that's what you really want. All quiet on the set. All right, everybody, take a deep breath, and we're gonna start some church now. That's fucked up, huh? You're all fucked up in your head. You know it's the truth. You know that you have this, and you know you got a problem. Houston, you have problems. Sit with them. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the people that you're abusing with this. And that's what we started the conversation, didn't we, last night, Melia? Something about homosexuality in the Bible. Just said a man should not lay with a man. All right, where are we at? Loving compassion. Hey, bro. It's about love, not sex. It was never about sex. It was never about sex, bro. That's when it becomes a sin. So they say. I have none of my guidebooks for this shit. Give me a second. I'm sorry, that's what came to me this morning. I was like, oh, dude, he's a whole fucking fag. Really? Yeah. Totally. And the erectile dysfunction? For sure. For sure, bro. For sure. If you aren't fully turned on by the sight of a woman, something's wrong. Something's wrong. That means you have a tolerance to it. You've put too many images of women, or there's something else you're looking for to get that dick hard. Is it the fact that you've abused it, that it can't just rise to the occasion? It needs more stimulation than just a visual of a beautiful naked woman? And why is that? Because you've overfed it images of beautiful naked women. That a naked woman does nothing. It's like, for you, it's a doctor's office. You've seen them all. It no longer does it for you. So you have to push that. It's like a gateway drug. It's like you're no longer getting high here. So you have to take that high to next levels. And all it is an escapism. Again, this isn't love. Because if you love that girl, bro, you don't even have to see her naked before you know what I mean, your dick is pulsating. Like, oh my God, dude, oh my God, bro. Seriously? Yeah, I felt it. Just sitting next to someone being so absolutely turned on by just their very presence. It's true love. It makes you just like, oh my God. You're not experiencing love. I'm here to teach you that as Lilith, the goddess of seduction, the succubus, that the first creature that would not lay with Adam, would not submit to his sexual commands, then forced into sexual submission my whole life as a whole fucking, you know what I mean, sexual abuse survivor. What a wonderful karma. Let's play both sides, shall we? I come back to balance this. It's fine if you're gay. It's okay. Find love in the way that you really can feel it. You're not finding love, and that's okay. But it's not fair to the person that really is on the other side that believes that we're in love. My ex-husband turned out to be a bisexual man that seems far more gay than any kind of other sexuality. My daughter obviously is a they. You know, he showed all the tendencies, you know, and then I go back to Diana, you know, her terrible story of her finding out her husband was gay. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus Christ. Do you know what that does to us? You used us. You hid behind us. You gave us children. You gave us a lie. A whole lie, bro. When you really don't want to be with us, you want to be with one of them. One of your own. You were just hiding behind us because you didn't want the persecution of what you really are. It's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling to realize that you were never going to add up for this man because you're not a man. And then you look back at all the times that he tried to make you a man for his pleasure, and it's unfucking real. How many times he made you do manly acts. The whole story goes back to me and Adam in the garden. He said, I shall be on top because I am man. I said, no, we are equal. And I fled right then. You're not going to fucking fuck me. I'm going to fuck you. That's what happened. And that's what it is. I'm out of here. You're just trying to take yourself off on, you know, take something out on me. You're not about to make love to me. You're going to take out your whole ass, shit ass, punk ass life on me. That's lust. That's that Friday night, Saturday night hookups. You don't love that person. You don't even know that person. You just want to fucking take it out on them. Loving compassion, number 16. Where'd I go? Realm Bridger. I'm not going in the other realms right now. 16. This is a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow. Welcome to the Matrix. You're going to live that lie or step into the truth? Step into... It's the rapture. Unconditional love, empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space. I can hear you guys arguing. She's trying to say I'm gay. Are you, though? She has a point. What are you watching? How come you keep trying to do these things? Is my pussy enough for you? Prove it. Why is it taking you an hour and a half to get off? You don't like how it feels. Are you going to call me loose? Is it me or is it you? How come you aren't sexually satisfied? It's my job to sexually satisfy you? That's your own feeling. You're supposed to be satisfied when you're with me sexually. I'm not supposed to perform. I'm not supposed to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a sex doll. You're not supposed to, I'm not supposed to do all that. We're supposed to be making love, and that should be sexually satisfying. What's your name again? Forgiveness through expanded perspectives. Open-hearted joy. That's it, dude. You can get really upset about things, and then you see it in a bigger picture. You're like, everybody is just very unhealed, and we live on hell on earth, and I'm just here to watch the show go down, and what the fuck am I watching right now? Change the channel. Loving kindness is one of the greatest forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is the vibration most closely aligned. What? I heard Pocky said you could turn any gay man straight. I'm not up for the challenge. I'm not out here turning men. I'm trying to turn them to Christ, not turn them to pussy. They're already pussies. Come on, Pock. We're supposed to be godly. God, not today. That's funny. Let me at him. I can make him a man out of him once again. Just kidding. I'm not up for that challenge. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into the heart space, we feel interconnection. What does that mean? It means I can make you feel love between a woman and a man that you never felt before. It's not about the sexual acts. I told you. A man that never felt love with a woman will feel love with this woman. That's what that means. It's what it truly means. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into heart space, we feel interconnected and in a state of oneness. As we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. I know, it's like, this isn't real. This is bullshit. You're full of shit. I gotta go. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with ease and breathing in and out, we can fly freely. That's what it is. That's what makes me such a free spirit, is my loving spirit. That's why I said, if you cut yourself off, then you're just sitting in a room hating the world and hating yourself. You have to give love to receive love. In the essence, being a loving being attracts loving beings into your atmosphere. Loving situations. It's a loving energy. You're giving it off, so therefore you're really just in your own energy. That's all that means. Loving compassion is a fundamental element and balance of life. It holds the seeds of new paradigms of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, it is the force we call on. It is the life force energy or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. And that's it. How could I heal you? I'm going to send my energy, which is what? Love. And that's also, God's love is truth. When someone tells you the truth, they love you. Truth is love. Okay? When we manifest and affirm something into the world from a place of love, the resonating imbued in the statement will reflect our intent. And that's what I said yesterday. Instead of getting angry and saying, I'm not getting married, I said, I am going into a holy union. That was out of true love. It means that, you know what I mean? I love this. This is what I'm manifesting. A holy union. A holy union. If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning need to gear us back into love. And that's it. If you're afraid of it, you're calling it in. Everything you're afraid of, you have to face because it's just a limitation. Really? You're stuck in webs of fears and lies. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond reasoning and situation to allow new stories to be told and for new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance back to a 0 point and bridges heaven on earth. And that's where it is like, you can have a whole big old fucking, blowout. Last night, you guys got drunk at a family thing or something, and everybody was all fucked up, and everybody said hurt feelings, and somebody lost their fucking purse, and some people got knocked out, and how could you do this type shit? And then the next morning, you guys come together, and one act of love can make this all go away. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That kind of expression of love for the situation spreads it. When you say sorry, typically, unless you got a fucked up person around you, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. And then it comes out and it's like, man, we acted like fools. We sure did. And then here comes the love. You're going to make fun of each other, and you're going to love each other through it. Damn, why you always act like... that's that sibling. I'm seeing this kind of family type of shit. But realistically, you know what I mean? We act in emotions, and then you can clean up this whole mess with one act of love. You know what I mean? You can negative. Everything can. You know what I mean? Everybody, and that's where I can come in. It's a crisis situation. Everybody's panicking. They're crying. They're this and that. And I come in with love. And I tell everyone, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And I give them hugs, and I smile to them, and I bring God to them, and I talk to them. It's going to change everything. They're all going to feel that. They're going to come out of that feeling of trauma and chaos and devastation and come back into a place of love because I bring that to them, which is the peace. I bring peace. I've come with peace. Tell me what's going on. Can I physically fix whatever natural disaster just might have happened? No. I can't change what's happened. I can change what we think and feel about it so that it doesn't hurt so badly. Things happen, and the situations, if you don't shine love on it, then it carries on this pain. You carry on this pain of it. Love brings it back to 0 is what that means. It's like, we may have completely hated each other and got all crazy in each other and really let each other have it last night. But if I wake up in the morning without an attitude and I come to you humble and I try to show you love, depending on who you are, the energy should be matched, and it can go back to 0. But if you do not bring love to the situation, then it just sits there festering. You have to talk it out. You have to love your way through this. You have to explain. You have to atone. You have to, conflicts happen. But conflict resolution is the love. You don't just sweep things under and I'm sorry. Can we talk about it? I know you feel bad. I'm sorry means I feel bad about what I did, or I just want peace. That's what the I'm sorry means. But the love is, really the energy and the conversation that you have about it. All right? Divinatory meaning. This card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand, whether it's towards yourself or someone connected to the question. And that's where it was. I faced this situation with Bobby, and all I'm doing is pouring love into it. All right, I get it. I have compassion. I have understanding. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at me. I'm not mad at God. I have all the understanding, all the love to the situation. This is what's going on. I feel that what I said was appropriate in that sense, and that was self-sacrificing. I feel like you taking time from me is running away from where your time needs to be put. Do you know what I mean? And that's really the truth. It's like you don't have the appropriate time for me, and the time that you're giving to me is cutting into your family time, and it's just not healthy all the way around what we're doing here. It really isn't. It feels great to have someone and have this escape and have this connection. But again, I need more than that. And you can't give any more than that because of your current situation. So it's in my best interest and yours to tell you to, work on your current situation, because in essence, you don't have the time for me. And I don't have time for this. Because if I'm even investing 1 hour a month on you, then I'm missing a lifetime with another man. Bottom line? Bottom line. Because there are men out there that want the opportunity that I'm giving you that you're not taking. But they are fully aware that I'm still tied up with you, and they're not going to interfere until I am free to, you know what I mean, for them to approach me without any worries that there's ties to the past. And that's any woman too. We don't want to deal with you if you're friends with your exes. Why'd I keep that quiet? Because you're keeping a doorway open to someone from the past. You're trying to keep this person from the past that didn't work out, but still trying to keep that intimate relationship on some sense and drag it into your future, which means you won't close the intimate relationship with this person. Even if you stopped having sex, you have an intimate relationship with this person that you're still holding on to as a so-called friendship. It's a crutch. And in essence, it causes discord and it causes jealousy among your new relationships. No woman should have to be competing to be your friend. I'm supposed to be your friend. Do you understand this? You're seeking a whole tribe of people to be one person that should have been one person. This person isn't that person, so you need to find these pieces in other people. And a good example of that is me and my 12 twin flames. I can't find a guy that has all of these qualities, so I have a bunch of guys with with one singular quality that I like. Okay, moving on. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force of loving compassion as when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and moments with them when you have felt joy. I see my twin flames, and that's about it. Honestly, the first one was fucking Russ. God, I laugh at him all the time. He's so funny. And then there's, all of them. They bring me joy. You know what I mean? Seriously. Logic, he is so silly. Your late night porn video that you're trying to sell over there, that is such a funny ad. You are so funny. Anyways, expand this feeling out more and more. To more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. It's compassion. How can you have compassion? You have understanding. It's the same thing that builds forgiveness, is compassion. Really? Yeah. I feel like I just got hit by a 10 of bricks right there. Really? Yeah, I got really hungry and really tired right away. I'm full of love. Compassion. I need to find understanding. That way I can be filled with compassion. Do all of you mean to be gay? No. I have all compassion to how this happened. Because you were feeding the images and now you're addicted to a certain image, which just happens to be same sex. You didn't realize that you were addicted to such things until I pointed it out. I'm looking at these cards. They're all so heavy. Every one of them. Oh my God, dang. Heavy on the energy. And it's like I could read a million dark cards, but these ones are so heavy. The light. Spiritual decree. And, I was trying to find yesterday I was trying to find information because Pluto's going direct in Libra, and I looked it up in my birth chart, and I was like, that's exactly in my birth chart. This is a pinnacle moment for me. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, first off, dickheads, it's a generational planet. So anyone born of the 70s and the 80s that have this are really feeling it like I am. There's generations of us that are getting fucked by this fucking energy. But in this energy, we are the warriors of injustice and equality. So all of us are bringing light to something. We are fucking, dude, the lighthouses right now. Somebody call 911. Anyways, the spiritual decree is that. It's like, oh, we just got our mission statement. We know our values, we know our core's values, and we know our mission, and this is what we're about to do. This is your mission, should you accept. You are going to take on homosexuality. Hidden homosexuality. Okay, I'll find them. They're all over the place. What the fuck? We are surrounded by gay men. Did you know they were gay? Did you know they were gay? Did you know they were gay? Yep, they have gay preferences and gay tendencies. I prefer not. I prefer not. I would rather have a virgin man that has never touched a woman and is pleased just to have one. Sound like you gay guys. All right, page 119. You've been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. Manifestations, bro, you're calling it in. What am I calling in? A holy union. Yup, yup, and yup. And I'm going to have a holy union. I don't know about your karma, bro. Fuck, it's your karma, not mine. I can have kids without you. I just saw the vision through you. Realistically, or maybe not. Maybe I avoid this contract and then we take another 5-6 years or something and then come back and have kids. I'm not sure, bro. I don't know if I want your karma. It's your karma. Is it my karma? I don't think so. I think I cleared all my karma. What, talking about Bobby? His family is his creation, not mine. God, you kept gaslighting me, bro. You know how expensive it would be to raise your 4 plus mine? Nobody asked you to pay for mine. You were asking what it would take for me to raise yours. We didn't need someone. Oh my God, you totally just put it on me. You acted like, deflector. You acted like I needed you in such ways. You acted like all this shit. Like you were gonna financially fucking take care of my children. I didn't ask you to, motherfucker. What are you asking me for? Don't they have mothers? God. I'm just saying, dude. It's that contract. It's like, are you gonna go into a soul contract with this guy? Sign your soul away to do what? Am I getting out of this? I'm serious, Bobby. That feeling, I've got to keep thinking. I don't know. I think it's worth chasing some more to see if I can have that feeling somewhere else. You yourself told me I would. I was like, did you ever have this feeling before? You said yes. You said I would have it again for someone else. That's what I told Marshall last night. What the fuck am I doing, bro? I'm chasing a feeling. A feeling. I'm creating a reality off of feeling, which is all I do anyway. So that's really the truth. But Jesus Christ. Do I want to walk into this with you just because this is how you make me feel? I don't even know if it's longer than an hour because you never have more than an hour to give me. What if it wears off in a couple hours? I'm just saying. I don't know. You have karma. You haven't learned lessons. That's what I mean. I'd have to sit there with you and watch your karma hit you and experience your karmic lessons with you. That's what I mean. Like, it's like raising Russ. Just waiting for the shit to fall and help you pick it up every time it comes at you because you haven't learned this lesson. I don't know, bro. And I just feel like God wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't give me someone so unhealed. I don't know. Maybe he would. Because that's that loving compassion. It's like everybody's unhealed. Nobody's really on my level. And to say that, it's like, in essence, I mean, I have lots more of my own karma to learn. Oh, fuck. My stomach hurts. I'm going to end up getting a headache and going right back to sleep. After I go to the store, I promise my kid. Oh. Do you really know what that means, guys? Someone's karma. What does that mean? Not their baggage. The lessons they will have to learn in this life to be on your level. Number 1, 2, and 3. And the lessons the two of you will have to learn together or from each other to get closer to God. I'm just like, a relationship is going into a contract with someone, right? No matter if you marry them or not, it's a contract, right? This is a soul contract. You're about to mix souls with this person. You're about to put them in your energy. You're about to get into their energy. Anything that they're attracting in their life is going to hit you because you're right there with them. So in essence, I could sit in the house all day manifesting a wonderful Christmas, and he could be at work stressing, I don't know what we're going to do about Christmas, and fuck up my magic. He's fucking poisoning my fucking powers with his fears. Really? Yeah, bro. I can manifest anything if I put my mind to it. But I've actually got to have, I really want it. I got to have my heart. I can't just think. Most people think that's how it works. You just think up some shit and so shall it be. No, it was really a truly heart's desire, so it came to be immediately. You have to have your heart in it. It has to come from your heart. Right? So, that's magic, bro. And it's like, you know, why don't you manifest a car? Because I don't know what I want one for. I have to have direction in putting this energy, right? So it's like, why don't you manifest a house? Because I don't want to, I'm not ready to pay bills. I don't know how to take care of it yet. I'm not ready to put in furniture. I don't know where I want to live. I can't, that's why I'm not putting my energy into it. When I know what I want, then I get what I want. And it was so simple. You know what I mean? I knew I wanted that last week, so it happened immediately. I get what I want, but I have to truly want it from my heart. Not just some transcendental, oh, I really want to go to Applebee's. No, if my heart really wants it and I've been craving that motherfucking blondie and I just need to have it, then so shall it be. God is going to give me an Applebee's fucking gift card. Really? Yeah, that's how he works. Magically delicious. Have you had the blondie at Applebee's? That's the first thing that came to mind. That is so delicious. I need one of those in my life. And so shall it be. And that's just what it is. It's like, you gotta really want it. Do you really, if I really wanted him, I'd have him. And I told you it happened. If I really want it, I get it. But that's what it is like, oh, if you really want this, then you gotta do the training to have it. Meaning, if I really want this, then I've got to learn all the lessons it takes to have this. And that's what I mean, calling in shit. What are you calling in? What did you ask God for? Oh my God, you asked him for patience? He's going to make us wait forever. Why did you ask God for that? Serious. You may have subconsciously called it. Oh, fuck, what was I thinking? You better watch your thoughts, motherfuckers. Serious. And that's what I told fucking Morgan in the beginning. I was trying to manifest a trip to Alaska, and she fucked it up with her fears, meaning she put it into my manifestation. She put her words in it, dude. It's like we're sitting there with a cauldron and you cough on it. I have to pour this whole thing out, bro. What'd she say? Well, you know, what if something bad happened? Like, what if somebody tried to get us? You put that thought in there? You put your thought in this. I can't even do this anymore. Fuck. I planned this all the way out to every detail, and here you came and put your fucking thought in it. Now it's fucked. That's gonna happen. This was a foolproof plan. That means that will fully fucking happen too, because you put it in there. You fucked up my fucking plans. Really? Yeah, totally. That's why I don't want to know your opinion, bro. It's gonna fuck up this. No. Let me see it through, and it will go almost perfectly like this. Unless you were secretly fucking sabotaging it with your thoughts. And I don't see this shit coming, but you were like, damn, I felt like this was gonna happen. And I give you the look like, you son of a bitch. You thought this into existence. It's that serious. It's that serious. When you have the power of manifestation, it's all based on your thoughts. Stop fucking thinking stupid shit, bro. That shit's gonna come to life, bro. Stop it. Really? Mm-hmm. I just got quiet. It's that serious, bro, for me. That's why I could, and that's why the universe says, is there anything you want? And that's the difference. When God provides all your needs, you don't want not. But if there's something I want, I run to God. I want this, God. Okay. And that's why. Why wouldn't he give me what my heart wants? I'm not a greedy, wanty person. I don't want shit from him. Why would he ever tell me no? Only if what I want is going to make things worse. That's it. That's it. I don't walk around ungrateful, always wanting, asking him for something and then asking him for more and asking him for more, and I'm never happy with what he's given me. Nothing he ever gives me is enough. No. He gives me whatever I want. I just have to want it. But I don't want nothing. You guys don't understand that. That's why I don't manifest it. Don't you want a new car? Yeah, in the future, when I need it, I'll have it. Do I need a new car to drive to Walmart? In that case, do I need a fucking tire to drive to Walmart? I know, the one I'm on works just fucking fine. When I need more, I'll have more. That's just consumption of unnecessary shit. Just want. When I finally broke my son of his want, he only wanted one thing, which was this unbelievable. He wanted to dress up like his favorite character, and only that character. And after I finally broke his spirit of we're not doing that character, he was open to anything else. He actually realized I don't really want another thing. How about let's just do what we did last year? And that's really it. He only really wanted one thing. And after that one thing wasn't available, he just realized, well, it actually isn't that important, is it? No, it never was. You were kind of going off the edge right there. And that's where you guys are with, I've got to have it. Like Sophie, I couldn't understand her. She said, let's go out to eat. We go to Jimmy John's, which is just, it's a pretty cool, or no, we go to Chiba Hut. And it's just a cool sandwich place, which is still restaurant style. And we get in there and we order our stuff and we're supposed to sit down and they'll deliver it like every restaurant. And when she's standing there, she's like, they don't have my chips. I'm going to go drive down to 7-Eleven and get my chips. First off, you're not supposed to bring outside food into a restaurant. It's very frowned upon. You know what I mean? Number 2, 3, and whatever. And it's like, oh, they don't have my... That's that bitch that pulls out, the Tabasco out of her purse. You're so extra. It's not my particular flavor. You're not adaptable? You can't eat another chip? How about go without the chips? There's just stupid stuff like that. It's like, you're so fucking extra. The sandwich isn't enough. The sandwich isn't going to fill you. A foot long isn't going to fill you. Or you just want all of the extras with your foot long. She's a Taurus, by the way. She needs the finer things in life. Shows all over her. Told her if she came in the hood like that, she was going to get raped and fucked up. Trying to be all fine. Okay, then. Anyways, where are we at? Spiritual decree. Spiritual decree. If you've been praying for help, asking for a map, or wanting directions, you are wise in the ways... you are wise in the ways of receptive, responsive approach to life. It is spiritually mature to trust the greater guiding power of the divine to direct your course. And I try to tell you that. I don't do shit until I feel it. All day you could tell me to do something and my mind could tell me to do something, but if I don't have the willpower, I don't feel it, I'm not doing shit. I don't care what that list says. If I don't feel it, I don't do it. It's all about feeling. I have to be moved in the spirit. I have to feel it. I will sit there and sit there and sit there waiting for a feeling to tell me to move. That's obedience by being guided by the spirit, not by your mind's knowing or by the world's, expectations, but what the spirit says. I don't do my laundry unless God tells me. I don't do shit unless I feel it in my spirit. You might ask me to do something and I'm going to check in with my spirit. How do I feel about this? Not what I think. It sounds like a great idea. Let me see how I feel about it. You'll always hear me say that. I got to tap in with my feelings. My feelings is the universe. It will tell me if this is good or not. My mind will tell me it looks good. My guts will tell me this isn't good. That's what that means. And if you ain't got somewhere to go, then you don't go nowhere. You don't go running around in circles looking for guidance. You wait for the true guidance. And yet the wishes in your heart are part of how this happens. Divine destiny is not something that just happens to you, but it is something that you co-create as a living spiritual being with free will and loving divine beating in your heart. What does that mean? I sit here getting bored and I start sending out messages to the universe of what I'd like to do. And it comes up with a plan of what I should do. Or it brings something to me based on my boredom. Really? Yeah. If it's not going to let me go, and that's not chasing, it's being receptive. I'm not chasing an experience, I'm receptive to one, so one will come. I don't have to go have fun, fun will come. And that's it. You just sit there. Again, that's my thoughts. I'm putting my thoughts out there. And my thoughts are coming back in the form of stuff. You are being honored for your ability to ask for guidance and wait for signs. You are also being asked to set intention and develop faith in yourself, to trust in what your heart yearns for, what you love so much, and what you are willing to go through, the discomfort of growth to see it come to life. Fuck. I'm very confused about this, Bobby. I know my heart wants this, bro, but I'm seeing this as, this is a lot. Bro, I guess you saw it too, but you saw it from your perspective, what you'd have to do on your side. Oh, gosh. Nothing's impossible, but I swear to God, since the day I met you, this felt impossible, bro. This feels fucking impossible. And what about all these things we're talking about that you need to rehabilitate? Are you possibly gay, bro? I'm serious. How can you tell me otherwise? It's like, let me show you. I mean, seriously though, I have a lot of things going through me right now. I don't know. In order for me to be in a relationship with anyone, a real long-term, this holy union, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice on my side. Fully understand that. Fully understand that. But I'm looking at this like, whoa. Like you're asking, like, maybe not. As soon as I was going to say the universe is asking, I said, no, I can shift this. I can shape this differently. I can see what it would take, but I can, as my power of manifestations, my ability, I can shift, not the outcome, because I know the outcome is a win, but we can shift the steps. But what is the win? That's what I'm trying to say. The perfect situation is for nothing to be shifted, so that they just stay in their perfect little environment at home with their mommy situation. But then the perfect, you know what I mean? In all actuality, then just for you to be able to set free and have a relationship outside of the home with me is not giving me a full relationship, because in essence, you still need to go back over there, because that's where your time should be. Instead of taking them out of that home and creating time, I don't know, bro. This is all fucked off. This is so fucked off, bro. This is so fucked off. It's not that I wouldn't be able to create a place, you know what I mean, a happy home for you and your children. But in the sense of saying that, it's like, it almost says as if I'm taking them out of the happy home they have. Why don't they have a happy home? Why do I have to, I don't understand. And then to keep the structure, that would mean 4 days a week over there. And to keep the structure, you should be there with them, instead of forcing them into a new structure. I don't know, man. It just seems like it's just too much. Why didn't you tell me all this in the beginning, man? Because I'm right along with you. All I want is for them to keep, you know, don't fuck up the kids, because then you're going to make up fucked up adults. You're going to grow up as fucked up adults. Don't fuck up the kids, bro. I don't know, but at the same time, I can tell you about this. Pluto and Libra, and you know what I mean? And my fucking Venus and fucking Scorpio and all of this, dude, it aligns with it, because I'm meant to challenge all of this. And not just me, but generations of people like me are meant to challenge what a relationship is and what it can be. Push the limits to what it is and what it can be. Seems very difficult, bro. And it all comes down to a good heart. Because realistically, here, let's just be realistic. If your second wife is as loving as I hoped and believed her to be, she wouldn't want to lose your first child either, because she's been raising him since he was a child. But if she was bitter, she would refuse him because he's you. If she was bitter, she would refuse you and him, which would only hurt her more, because that was her, you know, she attaches him to you. But if that was the case and her heart was true and she didn't want to lose that, then the homes could stay the same, and you just present in the home with it. But it's so weird. It's so fucking complex. The complexity of this, like how it could work out, is just 1,000,000 to 1. And you want to believe that it would just all go sour and she'd be hateful, and you know what I mean, they'd all take you to court for some shit like this. But for the dynamics of what your relationship really stands on, the co-parenting that's already happening, it's a foundation of co-parenting. I don't think you need another parent. I don't think that's what's needed in this. Although it could be as a fallback plan. Because if this falls apart, you're going to need that. If the structure falls, you need a restructure. You're in a lot of deep shit, bro. And only a strong woman like me would sit there and look down this pipe hole in consideration to this. And it's not because of that. You have to know this is true love, dude. No woman would do this. Would even consider it. All based on what? The feeling I have for you? I'm willing to do all of this because of how you make me feel. But if it's not mutual, and you're a whole gay guy or something else, this is not good. Because in essence, this feeling, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to understand if it could be developed in if it's that strong in my other twin flames. Not to make you in league or anything, but it's like, can this be replaced? Or this is irreplaceable contract? That's a fucking battle. That's why, like, both of us will look at it like, no, I'm just going to stay married and I'm not going to talk to that married man. Logically, that's the best way for both of us to always handle it, and that's what our default is. Our 0 point is, this is too much. You go back to your wife, I'm going to go back to finding me a husband. See that? It's pretty basic. It's time. It is time for you to have the experience of seeing your intentions blossom into manifestations. Well, I mean, last weekend that was pretty unreal. I put out a whole request into the universe and it was met. This does not mean that you have to make things happen. Nope. You are not responsible for how your manifestations occur. I feel like I had a lot to do with this. The universe unfolds according to its own genius, of course, but you are responsible for the words, beliefs, and intentions you express that are the seeds of your personal creation. I'm standing here in a huge place of power as I said that. I could see this thing where everybody's like, I'm the only one that can really show this. People speak of manifestations, but they can't really. They'll tell you that they manifested this, they believed in it, and they worked hard at it. They always saw this happening. I always saw this happening. You worked real hard to make that happen. I don't have to work hard to make my dreams come true. All I have to do is believe and open to receive and make minimal actions to move the obstacles that are in the way of it coming to me. I don't have to chase my dreams. I have to be open to receive them. But again, these are actual dreams and visions on my life. These aren't fucking illusions that I've created in my head of me being rich and famous and me being something that other people are. I've seen my future, and my future will be, and that's what I said, it's like, the only thing standing between me and my dreams is distance of time. Time brings them in, nothing I do stops. You know what I mean? I can't clear the path any sooner. But as it comes, as I'm approaching it and it's approaching me, we see the obstacles. And the closer I get, you're seeing more and more obstacles are coming in my way. All these things need to be cleared out. You have a holy union here. You have to go through all of these things. And realistically, that shit I brought up, yep, those are all questions. I've always questioned all of that shit. And I'm talking seriously. You're putting in images to arousal, and you're going to take that out on me. Don't bring that shit. You got a phone full of women? Go find another woman. Yeah, I'm not going to add to your list of women. I'm a one woman for one man. Really? As far as my twin flames, if you're at a point where you feel like, you know what I mean, you're going to lose me to them, then you've already lost. If you're not accepting that this is a spiritual tribe of men that are here to elevate my status, and in some way, someday, I will do the same for them, I suppose. It's what it's projected to be. But if you can't accept that they're part of this healing journey, then you can't be part of it. If you let low vibrational things like that come into it, because these are spiritual connections. These aren't physical connections where, you know what I mean? You have to fight for my love. And that's the difference. Your fucking connections to these people are not spiritual. They're codependencies based on attachment issues. Bottom line, why are you still talking to your ex? Because you still need her attention and affection. You still need her to make you feel special. You need that reminder that she still likes you. If you need another bitch's attention, then go get one. Realistically, I should be enough. I know to myself to be enough. I know some men are enough. I would never need more than you for the rest of my life. Really? Positive of it. And I'm not talking sexually. I need nobody else's attention, affection, love, presence in my life but you. I will never need another man in my life but you. But if you're not a man that's feeding me and I'm not getting all of that from you, naturally I'm going to, you know what I mean? That's the human's, need and want. You're not satisfying my needs and wants. I don't feel seen. I don't feel special. I don't feel desirable. I don't feel sexy. I don't feel loved. I don't feel understood with you. So if I don't have all this with you, naturally, subconsciously, I'm going to be searching for it outside of you. The things you don't give me, I'm still going to need. You're not satisfying my needs. And that's where it comes down to it. And we're talking about your sexual needs, and that's where you become homosexual. I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I said that. I know I'm not. Alright, are you being honored for your ability? And that's where it is. It's like, I can teach you how to truly, unlike fucking Wolfman who said it, I can teach you how to manifest a blonde, a redhead, whatever you want. I can show you how to make money fall out of the trees. Really. I'd love to see you do this. I'm not going to do this in the form of a magic trick, because it's no trick to bring something into existence. That's not, you know what I mean? I can do that. I can take raw elements of nothing more than my thoughts and create something outside of it. And you've seen it many times, how I said this and then here it is. And that's why I don't just think over here, and I watch the words that come out of my motherfucking mouth. And if I did say something, I got to go back and reword it and cant it again, say the sentence again, but add different details to it. It's very dangerous. The universe then responds in its own wise and powerful way. When this oracle card comes to you, it's time to speak your truth. What does your heart truly yearn for? And that's really what it is, you know what I mean? I tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. If I'm denying it, it's because I'm not ready to face it myself, but usually it pushes out. What does your heart really want? Oh God, that's all the universe ever asks. And then it goes back to him. Do you really want? I want the feeling, but what if it wears off? What if it is only temporary? I wouldn't know because you don't give me enough time to know. How can I make a decision like this? And then I stopped right there. He doesn't have the time to give you. He doesn't have the time of day. Oh, what a burn. You'll never know how much I loved you because you don't have the time to find out. That's ouch. Ouch. Okay, move on. Sometimes it's only what? What does your heart truly yearn for? Focus on it and say it out loud. I want my holy union. Don't be afraid to speak your dreams, desires, wishes, and fantasies. Oh, man. Can I just say it inside? Okay, I'm going to say it inside. You wanted to know the truth. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt everyone. What do you want most? Who do you want most? Marshall? I don't feel like I would have any of these fears. I don't feel like he would ever fail me. I don't feel like he would ever hurt me. I don't feel like I feel 100,000,000,000% safe with that man. I don't feel like I would ever have to change in a bad way or give up something that wasn't, already needing to get up. I wouldn't have to be anything less. In a perfect world, we could just come together and everything else would disintegrate. I wouldn't have to worry about how he treated my children. I wouldn't have to worry about his you know what I mean, sexual preferences. I wouldn't have to worry about jealousies of him with other women. I wouldn't have to worry about addictions. I wouldn't have to worry with a man like that. With all of you, I have lots of worries. That's just it. I'd like to never worry, but I have lots of them when it comes to each and every one of you individually. I have lots of concerns. I don't have to question that man. Not never. Maybe what he's thinking, but not even, because I can read his thoughts. I don't feel like he's hiding anything. I don't feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel anything bad from him. No paranoia, no fears, no jealousies, no envies, no nothing. The reason I feel that way is because he has the most, you know what I mean? He's most aligned like me. He's built like me. You feel comfortable around those that are like yourself. I feel safe. I feel like, you know what I mean? If anything happened, I wouldn't have to feel like he would run out on me or turn on me or, you know, that he's out to use me or anything. I feel like he's 100% a loyal, trustworthy, honest, loving human being. And if you're lucky enough to gain his attention and affection, then it'll never leave. I think he's probably one of the best men that ever existed on this planet, and if there was a man to fantasize about being with, it would be him. Not because of his appearance, not because of his money, but because of what his true nature is. Any woman would be very lucky to have that man, and even if I can't, I always influence him to go and have that relationship, because that's a true relationship that they're not made of. He may not have been able to give all of that in the beginning. He may not have been all of that, or maybe he was and it was abused. Not really sure, but that's who he really is. It's what he really, really is a really great man. And I know that hurts your feelings. My spirit guides would want me with nobody less than that great man. They loved him just as much as I do. He's a great man. If I had the power, I'd just sit there and manifest a wonderful relationship with Marshall for the rest of my life. But you can't force anybody into your future reality. You can't force pieces into it. That's where it becomes fantasy or illusion. You can only see your happy life. You can't force the particles into it. You can just see that you're happy in it. I can't see who the man is. I never really have. It was through Bobby I saw that I was supposed to have children. That's where that vision came from. Right? Never saw that before. Just being honest. Just saying what the heart really wants, and that I never really said out loud because I knew it would hurt a lot of people if I was just to confess what my heart really wants. I don't push him, and I don't push it. I accept that I have him in a way that I have all those great feelings, and it doesn't have to be more, and perhaps he just can't be that, but I'm not going to sacrifice what we do have, trying to make him more. And that's where I stopped. He is just everything that our connection is just enough to keep me going. If I have nothing else in this life, and I never make another full connection with a man, I know I made a true connection with that one. I don't think you guys understand, you know what I mean, how powerful it is to be able to go and speak to him about anything. That's a true friendship, dude, where you can show all layers of your being and not be ashamed. To feel safe around somebody, no matter what. Just being honest. That's really what it is. Some of you will never be able to actually speak your heart's true desire. Moving on. I know, we're about to go to the store right now. This can be a terrifying, liberating, exciting, and life-changing moment. It is the moment that we grow into a spiritual adult, becoming willing to take responsibility for our own life's journey. Will you speak your heart's truth now? Can't take that back. Feel your words moving the energy from deep within, transforming your truth into the sound and releasing it as intent into the universe. Don't worry about finding the perfect words. Just speak freely from your heart. Give yourself permission to express your deepest desires and let it go and trust. All right, invocation. By the divine authority in me, I intend to create, attract, and enjoy for the greatest good of all, a life of abundance and love, well-being, fulfillment, joy, and wisdom. I am willing to take the journey to grow into the fullest expression of my beautiful and true self. May these words be divinely empowered to create my reality: love, peace, happiness, trust, surrender, strength, grace. If there is something you want to create in addition, express it out loud now. I think I already did. They're always listening. May the power of voice and decree, the power of spiritual authority, always be tempted by grace and divine mercy. Through unconditional love and my own free will, so be it. As I was reading that, it's like, you don't understand what it means to feel safe. He knows that I'm fucked up, bro. He knows that I can't control it. He knows that I'm a fucking spirit. He knows that I'm going to have some up days and some bad days. He knows that I tend to say mean things. He knows that my whole life, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to hide parts of me. I can be my whole ugly self with him and not feel ugly, but feel beautiful. To not have to hide. I can be just as fucking spiritual as I am, unhealed. Because my unhealed parts don't fucking scare him. They talk to his unhealed parts. He sees himself in my unhealed, and vice versa. When I lash out, it doesn't, he doesn't get offended by it. He understands it because he has the same, tendencies. When I don't want to be around people, all of that, he understands because he is like me. So naturally, you just want to be around somebody that makes you feel safe to be you. I can't fucking feel like that around Allie or Lewis. Every time I burst into flames, I'm going to have to feel shameful about it. If I burst into flames around Marshall, he's going to put it out. So many things. I don't have to be different with him. May the power of the voice and the decree, the power of spiritual authority, always be tempered by grace and divine mercy. Through unconditional love and my own free will, so be it. I said it before. I'm not taking anything less than a Marshall Mathers. Him or something identical to him. Which is me. I'm sitting here, it's like, you're in a lot of shit now. I really am. I just poured my heart out, and all of it's just sent all of these mixed signals into the fucking universe, and I have no idea what's going to come back. And I can't take none of it back, because all of it was truth. It's like, no, I didn't mean to say that. No, I've been meaning to say that. We dropped the mic on that one. I can't really pick this one back up. I'm stuck in this one. I need to go to the store. We need to have some breakfast, lunch, and dinner around this bitch. I need to rewalk the dog. We have more cards. It's Sunday. I usually do a good 2 to 3 readings on a Sunday. So we're going to read some more cards, and then I am going to pull out some religious studies. We started on a very dark note. I am sure I offended everybody. Take offense. Go defense. Whatever you want to do with that. Run that ball wherever you want. Bounce it on your own balls. I don't care. I have proof. I can prove this scientifically. If I sat down with psychologists and scientists, they know damn well that I'm true. That you guys have created this gay imagery into your head, and now it's a self-created attraction to homosexuality. Not those. There's boys that are attracted to boys since the day they're born. They're not attracted to women body parts. It's true, but you guys are. And you need to figure that out. And that's related. It's like, I didn't know I liked it until I tried it. That's like us. It's like, Wolfman's over there eating fucking rats through fucking South America. He keeps showing you that it's normal. Cool. For them, I'm not eating rats. I can fast. I have self-discipline, dude. I know. Not because the Bible told me not to, but because my stomach tells me not to eat that. I'm not going to put that creature in my mouth. Sorry, it's funny. It was a Lilith joke. Going back to it, it's like, we're all over the place here. Loving compassion and spiritual decree along with manifestations, and you might be gay. That's a pretty loaded message on a Sunday. One of a kind. Hey, I love yous. We'll catch some more. Laters.